So, shall I start?
Yeah, please. You can.
Good morning, everyone. I welcome you all in the 5th day of Krishi Manthan workshop, organized in collaboration with Just Agriculture magazine. Today, we have with the eminent speaker Dr. Prashant Joshi. He is working as a senior scientist horticulture at Dr. PDKV Akola, and he's in Maharashtra since 2006. He did his PhD from Dr. Y.S. University of Horticulture and Forestry, Noni, Solan during 2003, and his ARS net qualified in 2 times. He was awarded for DAD Fellowship of DAAD for post-doctoral research in University of Bonn, in Germany during 2004. He also selected as government consultant for tropical horticulture to Spain government during 2005, and he has to his credit more than 12 books on horticulture published by national or international publishers. He has also published 43 research papers in national and international NAS rating journals, and he published 15 technical bulletins or more than 100 popular articles in local language for fruits and vegetables growers. And he has guided 30 master students in research guide and also 14 students for PG research organization. PG research acted as a co-chairman also. He's a life member of many national and international organizations, most notable organization also like International Society of Horticulture, International Society for Horticulture Science, Belgium. He's also reviewer of and editor of board member of many of the national and international journals. He has visited many of the countries like Italy, France, Germany, Netherlands, for attending and presentation in international and national conferences related to horticulture also. So our today's topic is on sustainable horticulture, which is an approach towards healthy and wealthy livelihood. Now, Dr. Prashant Joshi, session is up to you. You can start your presentation.
Thank you, Madam Sushma, for my nice introduction. So definitely I will do my best for this Krishi Manthan organized by your esteemed organization. So first of all, a very warm good morning to all of you, all the respected organizers, dean and directors from Chandigarh University, then faculty members, senior faculty members, and students. So first of all, I will extend my congratulations to whole team who has organized this Krishi Manthan, because this is the very important topic as far as our country, and especially as in the newspaper from the last year or so, means this Chandigarh and nearby area, means farmers are protesting for their demands and like that. So this is a policy decision, but in the various newspapers there are always news regarding problems, minimum support price for the farmers, uh, status of farmers, production constraints, so a lot of problems around the country or around the world, you can say, because we are facing climate change, means this whole international phenomena, or it's a problem, it's a global problem. The climate change has been occurred from the last 2 decades or 3 decades. So there are several reasons for that, particularly pollutions and population and extra burden on this earth. And time to time there are various seminars, symposiums, theme in from the school level itself has been organized from the several years. So we are facing water problem. It's also a very international problem, or it's a global problem rather. So water scarcity is there. So there are various problems. So we will here confine to sustainable horticulture. So first of all, I will let you know, means our participants maybe from the botany streams or students and farmers are there? So let me know. Madam.
No, sir. All the participants are from agriculture background, and few are from other sciences department.
Okay, okay. So from the agriculture background means farmers and orchardists.
No, sir. No farmers. Only faculty members are there and students are there. Third year and final year students are there.
Okay, okay, okay. From the all SAUs, agriculture universities.
Sir, from Chandigarh University.
Chandigarh University itself.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, and the students and the participants. So, horticulture. So, horticulture is a broad term, you know. Means horticulture means cultivation of your fruits, vegetables, flowers, then medicinal plants, aromatic plants. Medicinal plants, you know, in Ayurveda, you know, there are various these medicines has been prepared. And aromatic means in scent industry, in cosmetic industries, its role is big. Then, in addition to that, your spices and condiments, which we use daily in our culinary purposes, preparing sabjis and you know, rasam and all this kind of thing. So it's a broad term, and India is a very diverse country from Kashmir to Kanyakumari. So we'll have all type of horticultural produce are available around the year. So whether when we talk about Kashmir, Himachal, and all this part, so you know, temperate fruit cultivation, you find there apples, then peaches, plums, apricots, almond, walnuts, lot of things are there. When we talk about Kerala and this coastal part of our India, so you might be aware in coconut is a major crop, cashew nut. So it's a fat-rich product we use as a dry fruits in our diet. So then there are various types of vegetables, cabbage, cauliflower, and round the year it is available. Though we go for some modification or some go for high-tech horticulture in that protected structures we use. So like that flowers. So we have liberty flowers, different types of flowers from temperate to tropical. Roses are there, then orchids are there. So they are available in northeastern states of our India. So horticulture is a broad term, and it has also important in entrepreneurship nowadays. You know, some value-added products, right from anything, can be prepared. You know, tomato sauces, tomato ketchups. You know, then various spices powders are available. Cardamom, जो इलायची बोलते हैं हम, बड़ी इलायची है, वो सबका वैल्यू एडिशन होता है. कोरिएंडर, यू नो, कोरिएंडर सीड्स आर देयर, कोरिएंडर पाउडर इज यूज्ड, then onion powder. So there is a great demand for your value added product of this horticulture as well. So as earlier I have mentioned that in cosmetic industries, in medicinal industries, in anything, from coconut, there are different 40-50 products can be provided. In coir industries, you know, गद्दे बनाते हैं, गद्दे में वो coconut का coir use होता है. So I think everybody understand Hindi also, no? I use Hindi in between for better understanding.
There are few students who do not understand because they are from other countries also. Okay. So they are unable to understand few lines.
Okay, okay. So we'll go with English, na? So that that will understand by all, I guess. So this, what is then we know that what is horticulture now. So horticulture is a broad term, I already tell, and there are floriculture science, then food science, then vegetable science. In addition to that, spices, condiments, then PhD, post harvest management and value addition. So it's a broad term, and it is useful not only for the orchardist, growers, or producer, but industry also, industries, and then for export and for earning foreign currency for the nation. It is very, very important. So horticultural produce are the gross GDP contributed largely about 18 to 20%. So as far as India is concerned, so in production and in vegetable production, we stood second after China. As already I let you know that we are around the year due to diverse climatic condition from the even Kashmir to Tamil Nadu and like that northeastern state. So we have enjoy different climatic condition at different seasons round here. So in the market we produce these things. But as earlier I told you, due to climate change, water scarcity, lot of problem, and particularly in state like Punjab and Haryana, there is a excessive use of chemical fertilizers which are very hazardous and detrimental to our human health, as you know. And we are in Corona era from the last 1.5 year or so. So everybody knows the importance of proteins and diet management and how we use this herbs and some vegetable and some kadas and like that some soups and like that. So these are vegetables are the vegetable foods are the richest source of your protein, minerals, vitamins, and like that. So this is very important in our balanced diet, and it is called protective foods. As you know, ICMR recommended, Indian Council of Medical Research have recommended per capita per day 300 gram vegetable for each person, and at least he or she must have 75 to 100 gram fruits per day. So we are lacking behind in this. So we are lacking behind this. We cannot fulfill the demand 300 gram per capita per day for per individual and 100 grams. So we are still lag behind. So there our production is there, but wastage is more. Then lot of problems. So each and everyone cannot have. Malnutrition are found in the tribal belt of the country. Even in Maharashtra also some parts are there. There is a malnutrition cases have been recorded. So this is the solution, that sustainable horticulture. If we go horticultural produce, so not only it is an important source of balanced diet, but in addition to that, it's a income generation medium, fastly, quickly. As far as when we compare to agricultural produce like cereals, wheats, and your bajra, jowar, and like that some oil crops, oil seed crops. So horticulture per capita income is more. If you grow 1 acre of wheat, so you hardly get 25, 30,000. But when you grow 1 acre of apple or 1 acre of citrus or your kinno, that was widely grown in Punjab area, so you definitely will have your income in lakhs. So that is there for this is another advantages. So what is sustainable? Sustainable means available resources. We don't go for any high tech production. We don't go for any high tech any technology or like that. So sustainable means it is under manageable. Whatever resource we have, so we go use the fullest of that resources, and we cultivate the any crop. So please next slide. So this is the already I have told you in this speech. This is the problems chemical farming. They have a lot of problem, not only for your human health, but for the soil conditions and that soil quality. And in addition to that, excessive use of that, this pest and diseases are more common, and that was not growth. So we go then for controlling that pest and diseases, we go for excessive use of that chemical sprays and that. And again, due to that residual effect when we consumption, so that is not fit for consumption, and we go for consuming that chemical use fruits or vegetable or like that chemical sprayed fruits, then we have a lot of health concerns. You know, a lot of there are always news depicted that kidney problem is there due to like that other problems in the body. So because of this excessive use of fertilizers, chemical fertilizer, and chemical your insecticide and pesticides. So please next. So these are the series of problems. So for addressing this problem, organic or natural farming means sustainable farming. Just already I told you, it's a broad term view. So we go for organic and natural farming. So this farming is not new or not a modern era farming. So in Asian India, it was followed 1,000 years back, Rishimani, and they go for natural farmings, and there are a lot of documentation. Even we go for Ramayana or we go for Mahabharata or any other means our Asian historical granthas. So you see a lot of mention the natural farming and there are documentation also. So that we have to revise now. So in earlier era of that green revolution and like that we know. So that time challenge to feed the country like India, largest population there. So we don't have resources, so we use this chemical technology and chemical fertilizer excessive to doubling our crop income and crop production. And that production, though although it is increase or feeding, but it come with lot of problems. So now we are stable. Now India is exporting so many agriculture and horticultural commodity to the world, Western world or any other Latin American country or in African continentals. So it is our prime duty to start the farming with nature friendly, ecological, and it is human health friendly. So this is the our today's demand. And though although our central government of India and respect to state governments also initiated lot of projects and funding and subsidies to promote this organic or natural farming or sustainable farming without using any excessive use of fertilizers and chemical fertilizers or any other which is harmful for the health, human health and crop health and soil health. So that is our agenda to use these available resources in the best possible way for the betterment of this world. Next, please. So this is present status as far as means somebody told that we don't get proper producer or proper exporter for this organic produce products, and we don't get up to expected rates for that. But you see, India is holding unique position among the 172 countries on the globe. So we have this much right now, more than 650,000 organic producers and processors and exporters are there around the country. And as far as this data, plus minus, near about 7.5 50,000 hectares land under organic or natural farming cultivation. And we have already find 135 million metric tons certified organic product, which include all fruits. Means it includes cereals, millet, cotton, vegetable, coffee, which are we also export to the Western world, as well as we export into indigenous to our country also. So fruits are there, spices are there, vegetables are there. Even this coffee is a main exporting business from the southern India. So this is a great sector. So we are this promoting sustainable or natural farming horticulture by this way. So this is the status. Next, please. So as already I told you that India enjoying second position after China as far as fruits and vegetable is concerned. Lot of we produce lot of varieties are there, crop wise varieties are there, and regional varieties are there, state wise different crops are there. For example, when we talk about Punjab, the quinoa is a and in Santra, Kinno, Mandarin is grow over there. When we talk about Central India or Maharashtra region, this Nagpur Santra or Nagpur Mandarin, you might be here, that is grown. Then a lot of varieties in Maharashtra, grapes is there, pomegranate is there, even in Karnataka and Andhra Pradesh. In Andhra Pradesh, there is a sweet orange, जिसे हम मौसम भी बोलते हैं. वो होती है juice. That juice is prepared from that sweet orange or mosambi, and you know it is very vitamin C enriched juice, and it is advised by the various doctor after any surgery or patient and like that. So this is the status of horticulture. We enjoy fruit. We have a lot of produce and lot of fruits because of our diverse climatic condition, and a lot of demand is there. You know, I already told that it's a balanced diet. It is a useful condiments in every day, in every household. You know, we enjoyed sabji and curry is making. So that is from the horticulture produce only. Different vegetables are used, whether it is a cole crops are there, your onions and garlic, ginger, turmeric. So these are the ingredients, and all this from the horticultural produce. Next, please. Next slide, please. So this is, as already I told you, it's important role in the balanced diet. So some fruits are rich sources of vitamin C. You see in the column number 3, mango, papaya, persimmon, dates, jackfruit. Then walnut, कटहल, jackfruit को हम कटहल बोलते हैं, passion fruit, locust, oranges are rich source of vitamin A. Next, please. So there are different list of vitamins, and in addition to that, the crops are rich in vitamins. Some crops are rich in vitamin B1, that walnut, apricot, and apple, banana. Then B2. So these are these B complex vitamins. You know, B1 to B12 are very essential. This act as a source of antioxidant to our body, and in corona, it is well documented and well developed fact. You know that this B complex, you know, a lot of antioxidants are required for your immunity booster. And in addition to that, there are some trace elements and minerals which are also essential, like zinc is there. In the next slide, it was mentioned there, please. So these are some mineral for the growth and development of human body. You know, iron is required. There are beetroot, your karvanda, Carissa karvanda, it is a pickle source. It's a dryland fruit. Then date palm, kajur. These are rich source of iron fruits, and it is very important in the blood preparation and like that. Then, you know, protein sources, there are different proteins. Diet is advocated during this corona. So, you know, these are some avocado, custard apple, जिसे शरीफा बोलते हैं हम, सीताफल, banana, apricot, गावा, अमरूद जिसे बोलते हैं. So these are these rich source of proteins. Next, please. So already I told you what are the horticulture, then how sustainable horticulture, how it is important, commercial point of view, export point of view, nutrition point of view. So there are some present in the natural. Here I have mentioned natural horticulture, means something. So at present there are some issues which are addressed, which have to address, and already research regarding this is started in the various institutes, and we come with some fruitful results. So these are the what are the different issues. I will not go in detail, but just I mention here loss of crop yield. You know, we don't advocate any chemical fertilizer or chemical fertilizer during the outbreak of any fertilizer, any insect or pest or diseases. So we go for some herbal spraying, we go for some herbal extract spraying. So just like your allopathy medicine and your Ayurvedic medicine. So allopathy, you give instant result. If you have headache, so you go for some certain paracetamol and you'll get relief. So in Ayurveda, whole system is covered by that particular medicine. So it required some crop time. So in case of this loss of crop yield, you get during this experimentation of this herbal spray or that herbal spray, so loss of crop yield may possible. Then expected quality sometime nowadays this due to insecticide and this different fertilizers or different growth promoters rather, they go for spraying the shining of that particular orange or any apple fruit. So here it's a dull look is there as far as color or other that physical appearance of that particular fruit or like that. Then we don't have any concrete precise organic pest management is available, any schedule, because it varies with the time to time, site to site, because we cannot advocate one spray for the whole crop and for the different region or different state or different soils is. So that is a then shortage of biomass and livestock. We go in natural farming or in sustainable products. We go you go for FYM application of FYM, that is farmyard manure and like that. But its availability is very less. Livestock it confined to some small village and like that. Suppose we advocated to use of 1 kilo area, that is in urea 1 kilo urea there is a 46% of nitrogen. So for 46% of nitrogen means that 460 gram. But when we advocate you go for get nitrogen from FOM sources, so that FOM is required in quintils, so that is not possible. uh, so that is the major hurdle or constraint. Then lack of quality seeds, organic seeds nowadays, hybrid seeds are available, F1 seeds are available, and there are very costly affairs, and there are multinational seed companies are there and promoting and advocating that. So we have lack of, जिसे हम गावरान सीड बोलते हैं या देसी देसी सीड बोलते हैं या जंगली सीड बोलते हैं, वो दिन ब दिन कम हो रहा है. Then storage, transport, and organic manual marketing system is not developed. As in the earlier slide I showed, there are 650 or like that producers are there or certified agencies are there, but that is not enough. The country like India, so still means it required tenfolds more when they come into this organic business or this natural farming business, then we'll have some thing is to happen. So there is a lot of scope. Then guidance and awareness, because of lot of promos and like that, lot of promos and advertisement in the TV and social media about any Pepsi and Coca-Cola, and they are the actors and cricketers are do that, but there is no marketing strategy for promoting our lemon juice or any other juice, natural juice, or for that. And so people go for the fancy advertise by actress and actor, and they go for like that, even though that is hazardous for human health. So that is the problem. Then export demand is not possible because of shelf life is problem, and there are some international standards. So sometimes it is unable to meet that export demand. So they want that much color intensity, they want that much protein content in that, or that they want that much parameters they are laid down for export, and that is the problem. Then high cost, earlier input, as I already told you, quintals of FIM is required and other. So that is the concern uh, in the issue or constraint in this farming. Next, please. So there are some strategies I have mentioned here. Uh, so how do we tackle? Already I already told you that different research trials are comparative trials with organic and chemical fertilizers are going on. Then chemical analysis, physico-chemical analysis, and qualitative analysis are going on. What are the problems? What are the threshold limits? So can we go for a precise and site-specific spraying of that particular crops? So a lot of things are going on. But we have strategies. We have to find out strategy. If any other country like developed country have developed some strategy for their, so that may be useful for their conditions, but no, not necessary it will be useful for our condition here in India. So we have actually take into consideration our actual rainfall, what is the status of our soil health, then what are the local problems, what is the available resources or inputs at local level. It is very, very important, and that we have to consider to lay down some strategies. So site specific strategies are required to promote this natural, organic or sustainable production. Next, please. So this is the about the organic horticulture farming. So organic horticulture farming, as I already told you, is a sustainable farming. So this is definition for the students or the entrepreneurs I have mentioned here. You avoid this synthetic. We have to avoid the use of this synthetic fertilizers, hormones, any additive, and we have to develop upon the crop rotations. We have to take different crop at different seasons for reduce the this crop infection by the various insect and pests. Then crop residues, whatever we grow there after harvesting that particular crop, some crop residues are in the field itself, so that we have to recycle it. Then animal manures, whatever available, that we have to use, and uh, in that we have to maintain the nutrient mobilization plant protection effectively by using the natural biological system which are in the nature, which are created. As you know, you might be studied this carbon cycle and this nitrogen cycle. Next, please. So this is the organic farming. Now these are the different sources are there. I mean, use of vermicompost or vermiculture, you know. Then green leaf manures are there. There are different these plants and seed is available. So green manures means before sowing our main crop in 45 or 50 days, we go for this green leaf manure crop, and after that we buried in the soil itself to enrich or to condition that soil. Then crop rotation, we have to different crop at different season to avoid the dominance of insect and pests. Then different natural manures, just like farm manures. Then these biofertilizers, bioinoculants, by using these biofertilizers, you know, you might be having that RAM, vascular, avascular, microorganism, and different these animal residues or animal products, byproducts, animal husbandry is, and it is the best possible biological management instead of any artificial or synthetic management. So this is the basic concept of organic farming, and in our ecosystem or in earlier days, means it was followed, and that time you might be experienced when your forefather or grandparents talk about that days, in their days we have a lot of good quality of milk, a lot of good quality of vegetables, and like that you might be hearing. So this is the same story everywhere in India, that we heard from our grandparents. Those days are very, very golden days, and we enjoyed a lot of pure kind of things. So they are very much true, because that time before that green revolution and all this organic farming was in the progress of in the production system of India, and that is very much true. So now in today's modern era, we have to impose this organic farming in addition and in consideration with our present situation, climatic conditions, demand, and like that. So only means by avoiding these chemical fertilizers and like that, and we all go for organic farming or we go back to past, this was not possible and this is not profitable as well. Next, please. Next. So why we need, so already I have told you that we have to maintain the natural balance for the life and prosperity property, and these agrochemicals from the produced from the fossil fuel are not renewable and diminishing is available. So that in addition to that, their cost is also low. Yeah, means I will put one example for you people, that papaya seed, papaya, हम पपीता खाते हैं. So papaya seed, this papaya's seed is costing 4 lakhs or 4.5 lakhs per kg. So so earlier days we have that desi papaya and all that, that seed is extracted. Again, that farmers use that seed and like that. That हम उसको बोलते हैं देसी papaya. So that time they don't have. Here you have to pay for seed only 3 to 4 lakhs rupees. So how you see how he means produce the things and what is his input production, and then how he much what much amount of profit he will get. Sometime due to virus infection and lot of other problems, he even don't get the whatever he investment calls also. So this is the picture of this. So that's why we are promoting organic seed bank and like that. So this is required in the local level, block level, village level. So we have to maintain our own old organic seed bank, and then that one seed, one village. There are a lot of concept and lot of means governments promoting in this way. So Uttarakhand and some parts of other Himachal also. So they are advocating and promoting because they are as a natural source of this organic farmers, as organic farming in the country. Next, please. So there are some characteristics for this kind of thing. So protecting long-term fertility of soil, maintaining organic matter level, and we have to encourage the soil biological activity and careful use of this mechanical intervention. As I already told you that this high tech isn't required at all, as some Western world and some American countries or Latin American countries, they go for this modernization and some modern tools and equipments they use in their farming system, but that is their uh, necessity because of they don't have any much population or much crowd. This low density population area is there, so they encourage that modernization. So here we don't require that kind of things here in our India, because we don't have any population problem or other problem. So we have to use our own resources. That is the key character. Then next, please. We have to maintain the sufficient balance amount of soil or microorganism in the system. Then nitrogen self-sufficiency we can get by use of legumes and some biological nitrogen fixation methods. Next, please. Then weed and disease pest control is there. Weed and pest control by use of natural predators. So these are the key characteristics in the natural horticulture farming, you can see. Then extensive management of livestock, so livestock and their waste product are very useful for recycling purposes. So these things are required for advocating or starting or for maintaining the balance in the horticultural natural farming or sustainable management rather. Next, please. So this is the organic farming principles. Means on with organic farming principle or natural farming principles rather. So these are the principle of health, as already mentioned. Health, human health and soil health is equally important. Then care. So care here, care word is take care of that particular plant system itself, ecosystem itself, balance ecosystem, as well as human health care is also necessary. Then ecology is there, and principle of fairness. So here, fairness fairness means it is equal opportunity to all. Means producer has to produce his produce, gets much price, then distributor or middleman, he can distribute, then exporter can get his amount of share. So fairness means it is fair to everybody in the chain, which are from producer to end user. That is that consumer, end user is, that is consumer. So consumer also get satisfaction by get a good quality product, good organic produce product for his health, for his family health. So this is the principle of fairness is very, very big. On these four principles, generally this organic farming or sustainable management system is there. Next, please. So these are the steps. I will don't go details. Means these are the steps how we advocate or we how we proceed the sustainable management by means of this organic or natural farming. So these are steps are there. General steps are there. Are there, and we have to follow this system. Already we talk about this. Means we have to maintain the residue management, crop rotation we have to taken into consideration, then organic manures, biological inputs. So here just steps are step by step. Our conversion of land, in Punjab and that part, heavy use of uh, these fertilizers from the last 2 3 decades. So what is the soil status of this particular today. So it is very harmful stages. So we have to convert. So not in a single year or single month, it conversion takes a lot of time. Conversion of means toxic material or toxic heavy metals in the soil, we have to convert. So it's required another 4 5 6 years by taking different wheat leaf manure crops and like that. And then you can have conditioner your soil health and improve your soil health status and soil nutrient status, and then we go for some natural and organic farming. So it should not give result in a year or 2 years. So it's for a long chain, long period rather. Next, please. So these are advantages of organic farm. From you understand the whole story now. So these are the some advantages. Can farmer can reduce their production cost because they have to use their own resources from their byproducts, just like cow, animal husbandry, whatever they have, palm admixture or leaf herbal extracts, whatever. So they means they can avoid and reduce the cost of these chemical fertilizers and other inputs, high value inputs. Then naturally, these organic product produce or improve the plant growth and physiological activities of the plants. So yeah, it also save the energy and protect the environment, as we know. Then it is very, very useful. This statement is very, very important. Slow down the global warming. Global warming is a greater concern. In the last month only, I was in Chandigarh. So I know during the onset of monsoon here in Maharashtra or central India, we have experienced heavy monsoon or in the middle of monsoon. But I saw means it's a very warm condition in the Chandigarh in the last month only in July itself. So the global warming is a very phenomena of great concern to the whole world, whole universe. So it will help our global warming. So we have to advocate this kind of production system instead of only concentrating high yield and high money. So that is doesn't require. Although we get some low yield, but best quality or it is with concern with the human health. So one must go for such kind of farming. Then fewer residues in the food. We purchase from the market a lot of due to chemical fertilizers and insecticides. So that indirectly we consume, and we have a lot of ill health problem in your body. So if we go for this natural produce, definitely these things will be reduced down and will improve the human health of the society. Next, please. At the same time, so these are the advantages. So at the same time, there are if things are from one side, there are always two sides of coin. So rather, there are some disadvantages as well. Next, please. So these are some these uh, things. Disadvantages are they are restricting marketing, or they are stubborn. Sometimes they cannot purchase this produce, this middleman and all, because they are high value crops. And for example, in when you go into market and you compare with organic and inorganic product, so in organic product you look very attractive and they are cheaper compared to your organic produce. So you will definitely that public will catch uh, their eyes for that glossy and some tomato, for example. So that glossy tomato and very bright tomato color is available in 20 rupees kg or so, and here a very dull color and physically appearance is not so much good, but it is organic produce and it is available in 35 rupees or 40 rupees kilo, is a double. So who will going to purchase? So that mentality, that is the our common Indian mentality, that we have to change now. So in Western world, in the malls and in their areas, so they go for organically labeled product because they are more concerned with the quality and their health. So here that scenario has to become in some urban cities or some metropolitan, though people are demanding and people are asking, but in masses still condition is like that they go for this catchy eye and fancy product rather than health. So they give secondary status to our health concern. So that is there. Next, please. These are some disadvantages already I mentioned here, and talking upon the next, please. So this is all about the my talk about the sustainable horticulture. So I will conclude these things. So sustainable horticulture is required for not only for your human health, but for maintaining ecology, then to address the global farming problem, and in nutshell, for it is beneficial from the producer to any end user, that is a consumer, we people consumer. So we have to advocate these things, and at the same time whatever resources or bioproducts of the different agriculture waste, you can say, and that we have to utilize and contribute in the development of the country for a prosperous world, one can say. So thank you very much. So I am very thankful to organizer here who has given me a opportunity to interact with this August participants. Thank you very much. Now topic is open for discussion. We'll have a discussion.
I would like to thank you, Dr. P.S Joshi, for this for enriching our knowledge related to horticulture also, and horticulture sustainability also, and also like how we have to go for this organic farm. Thank you, sir. Students and faculty members, session is open for your queries. Please ask questions. Sir, like first query is from my side. As being an horticulturist, I have also done my master's from Nani University, horticulture. So, sir, mostly I have seen that there is a main issue in growing of fruit crops in Himachal. So, what is the main issue? Farmers are not going to adopt this to cultivation or to growing fruit crops over there, except only the upper belt, because only apple is growing over there. So, in the lower belt, farmers are not even adopt this for cultivating this food. So what is the main issue? Only in Himachal.
Yeah. So you know Himachal, we don't have means elevation is a different matter. As you say, means those people who are live in high hills, they go for fruit production. Okay,
Only elevation, sir.
only elevation. So that elevation is a factor. Topography is a major factor. Then that for any particular temperate fruit crops, chilling temperature is must. You know, those are on high hills. They meet the chilling requirement of temperature. Chilling temperature means
The
for
chilling temperature is only for the temperate fruit crops.
temperate
I'm
fruit.
asking, yes, I'm asking for all type of fruit crops, like subtropical crops can be grown over there. So, what is the main issue that only I have told you that only upper area peoples, like upper belt peoples, are growing apple over there or other temperate fruit crops. So,
That
in the lower belts also, there is also a facilities and there is also a good soil over there that we can grow fruit crops over there, like other fruit crops like grapes, citrus, mango. We can grow easily guava. We can grow
that
easily.
is there in the lower belt, just like even your Bilaspur and Hamirpur area, they have started growing mango. In your Kangala region, what I found, so they go for your acid lime production is there. So it definitely it's a region specific, and some means one has to means State Department of Agriculture and other people have advocate the advantage of that kind of program. Still, a lot of people around the country, they depend on some agronomical crops, because the agronomical crops or cereals or your pulses, they complete their life cycle in one season or two seasons, rather biennial. These are perennial in nature. One, if you start planting fruit crop today, it's so it requires another 5 6 years for its cultivation and output. So that maximum waiting period is a great concern that we have to promote. So integrated approach is required. So in initial years, you can adopt some vegetable or floriculture in addition to fruit crop.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much.
So you did your PG or PhD in fruit or vegetable.
Sir, it's in fruit science.
Okay.
Yes, sir. So there is a query, a question from student side that what about dragon fruit planting in Haryana?
Dragon fruit.
Yes, sir.
Dragon fruit is just like cactus. So just like the cactus is, it is a arid crop. It requires very less amount of water or irrigation, we can say. And another thing is that means it required very light soil, light kind of soil is required. If that condition is fulfilled, so temperature is not issue in Haryana. So definitely one cannot try over there in some belt, where these conditions are prevailing. So one can go for this dragon fruits. Here in Maharashtra also, in Satara region, there was a commercial production of this your dragon fruits, and they are fetching very much prices. Nowadays, means I am from central India, Nagpur region. So we have also started promoting dragon fruit here, and we have initiated through MSc and PhD research work. So definitely after 2 3 years, we come to the conclusion that this variety or this production system is advisable. So like that, any university or any NGO or any KVK, they can have small type of research there through PG research. They can try there and promote. I can't hear you.
Yes, sir. Kindly suggest good varieties of apple that we can grow in Haryana climatic conditions. Well.
So apple with some low chilling varieties of apple means in Punjab area, means the low chilling
Haryana, yes.
tropical, that tropical beauty what I heard. And nowadays that one private variety, means that is Harman Sharma's variety, that is from Bilaspur. So that Harman 51, I think that H51 variety is very popular. Even in Maharashtra also, some Solapur area, they have started growing, but result has to be wait. And it is also already promoted by several agencies, some government and NGOs agencies from Gujarat, and So they are starting their means planting, and they are waiting for their yield, and then we can conclude. So here we have required low chilling varieties, that is documented that tropical beauties and like that. In addition to that, peach varieties are also growing there. Means Shane Punjab and all that varieties of peaches are already under cultivation in the nearby area of Haryana and Punjab. It's where low chilling varieties, they are very low chilling varieties are advocated for that particular area.
Sir, one student is asking that as per the export stock for dry fruits, so will India be able to fill its demand with the sufficient quantity? Or what are the steps for new technologies to be adopted in the order to bring a huge production in short period of time?
You are talking about dry fruits, cashew nut.
Yes, a student is normally asking that like its export of dry fruits from India is going to be stopped nowadays. So, is there any technologies, new technologies to adopt in order to bring huge production in short period of time?
You see, means it is not there in a year or 1 year or 2 year, when that exports are here and there. So as far as this your cashew nut and other dry fruit is concerned, we are the major exporter in the world. So from time to time, other coastal countries we get competition because of that. So as per we are limiting factor is that our area means we cannot area means the main you see Kerala and other states are the main producer and exporter of your cashew nut, and some in some sizable quantity in Karnataka region. So though lot of technologies means intervention of high tech technology, protected cultivation, or for quality purpose, different growth promoting hormones use of and other technologies time to time is going on. So nowadays international market has drastically changed. There are different standards for different countries there. So we have to taken into that consideration, and that country specific or that region specific. For Europe there is a different standard of export. In America there is a different standard of export. So one can have that local, and already some institute from Bangalore and other they are means region specific or country specific oriented production has been started, and will come definitely. As far as another, we cannot shorten the period or life cycle of that particular crop. So that is there. So though we can shorten or we can harvest, prolong the harvesting season, or we can early yield, that is possible, and that is already documented. But we cannot change the physiology, entire physiology of that particular crop or commodity.
Sir, like one student is also asking again about it, sir, how we can evaluate drought resistant in plants?
Sorry, I can't.
Sir, how we can evaluate drought resistant in plants?
How can we evaluate drought resistance?
Resistance, yes, sir.
Drought resistant in the crop,
Yes, sir.
particular crop. So drought is a outbreak. There. So by considering the drought or to tackle with the drought, we go for the crop specific things are there. Then on physiological basis, so we have to alter its physiological process. When we drought, we go for that's spraying like that stomata closing and opening. We go for some that synthetic sprays or synthetic covering, so to minimize transpiration losses and other things. So there are some sprays are there, so we have to study that means this is not a phenomenon which is suddenly happen or suddenly will get occurred with this. So it is a region specific phenomena, and that climatic cycle is there. So we have to study that particular cycles, and accordingly we go for. So earlier we used that spray like thermix and all, so to protect our these losses and all. So and then some other things that they local Jalad Dagni or like that spray. I will let you know him. The proper sprays are there. Gelex and nowadays lot of things are there to protect that leaf surface and all, to minimize the losses and some slow down the physiological process of that particular crop.
Okay. So Dr. Devraj is asking about the demand of organic in global market.
Doctor
Devraj, sir.
Devraj ji from Gujarat.
Sir, yes, sir. He's a faculty member, has also joined this session. He's
He-
asking about demand of organic in global market. What is the demand of?
Yeah, demand is means first of all, he's from when he is from Gujarat. He's my friend. He's my classmate also. So
No,
very
sir.
good.
He's my junior also.
Okay.
Yes.
There is a great demand in organic nowadays. Now the scenario has been changed. You know, people are more concerned about our own health, and they already know the importance of this organic producer. They are already it's a known fact to detrimental effects of this use of excessive organic product or vegetables what we consume in our day-to-day diet. So people are demanding, as you know, scenario has been very drastically changed from the last decade or so. You see in the different malls, or there are some different in the small cities, B tier or C tier cities. You know, there are progressive farmers. They have come together and they have sold their produce combinedly. So they have outlets. Government provide shops to respective. They are given that proper number to them, and they can say sell their produce, and they are getting good prices also, and people are also rushing towards organic by understanding it is important. So in the next near future also will have a great scope because now every day by day means people are understanding the importance, and once not only consumer but producer also get benefit by promoting various schemes by the central or state government, and definitely scenario will be changed.
Yes, sir. Exactly. So Dr. Shilpa is there. She's asking about what is the status of organic production in India and its export status also.
As in the first slide, you might be observed that the more than 7.50 lakh hectares area of organic of different crops. I mean, there are cereals are there, cotton crop is there, then your the spices and condiment crops are there. So there is not cumulative data of that, but some export quantity in the Gulf countries, as far as some onion powder is there, so white onion powder, dehydrated powder is there. Then as earlier I told that this cashew nut and all. So these are in great demand. So country wise is there. So mostly our product goes to your Gulf countries, Saudi Arabia, Dubai. They are our main importer of this project. Some amount, some commodity may export in the European and American countries, but our share is negligible there because of their own exports. When they require that much standard, so sometimes it is not possible to fulfill, and certification is the major concern. So promoting this certification issue is a great concern. So that quarantine and there are a lot of other issues. So but it is improving day by day, and we are trying. Means here I quote one example here in the local university area, or in my area. So we are educating this promotion of organic acid lime and organic banana to the indigenous or indigenous export, and then the export to other country. So we have signed some MOU with these agencies from Dubai and Saudi Arabia. So they have their own demands. For example, in banana finger, they want this size of fingers. They don't want any toothy dents are there, or black spots are there. Only 2 or 3 spots are added, not more than that. So we have studied that, and accordingly we produce that produce and exporting. So these are some issues. So we don't have any blanket type of standards are not there. So standards are differ from country to country, and sometimes it is difficult. So, but the people we have some less standards in Gulf countries or that. So we are giving our or exporting our commodity over there. So mostly in spices, condiments are in great demand.
The Dr. Ranjana is here. She's asking about uh, how can we use the left out material of citrus fruit crop in a very better way.
Sorry, again, can you repeat?
Sir, she's asking that how we can use the left out material of citrus fruit crop in a
Left
better way.
material. Left material.
Yes, sir, citrus.
Citrus. Okay. So you know citrus that waste material after juice extracting pectin is a rich source. So we can have pectin. So pectin is very useful product in the various process product industry. So it will be active. Then it is content of fibers, fiber rich product. Then that the rind, the rind that byproduct is used in the shampoo or this cosmetic industries. So that is there, means lot of that material is there. But if companies or multinational companies or some stakeholders can came forward and they can demand like that, and they can start this promoting such kind of products, means herbal products are like that. So it will be useful. Means it is well documented that it is each and every part rind, whether it is rind or other things are very useful in. And even your powder, that rind powder is also very useful because it contains some vitamins and all, and it is also useful for your cleaning your eyes and like that. So one can came forward and they can start that business. So it's some already Mrs. Biochemistry has been studied, and it has some documented evidence also that these products can be prepared from that.
Thank you, sir. So one student is asking about that, is there any future of horticulture lab in India? And what are the basic challenges that we are facing?
Tissue culture lab in
Yes, sir. India.
India. So as far as tissue culture is concerned, only means banana is our major commercial crop, which can be commercialized means by means of tissue culture. There are several floricultural crops are there, even forest crop like bamboo is there. Then after I guess after banana only strawberry has demand, but strawberry is confined to Himachal, Uttarakhand, and some northeastern and in some part of Maharashtra like Mahabaleshwaran area. But your banana, so banana, I will told you the success story. In the last 2 decades, there was a negligible amount of area of banana in North India, in Uttar Pradesh or like that part. But due to this promotion of this tissue culture, the banana one variety is called Grand 9. So that Grand 9 variety is produced by means of this tissue culture, and it is well distributed in Uttar Pradesh and that part. So nowadays, banana is also growing tissue culture. There is a good scope for tissue cultural crop because mass multiplication in limited area, as you know, this is technology. But one has to promote and demand. So that is the concern. So floriculture, some floriculture crop and banana at present, and some strawberry have a commercial success. Other crops, though they are produced tissue culture by means of, but they don't have or lesser amount of commercial demand. If commercial demand came from that particular area and crop specific demand has come, so definitely in near future our tissue culture labs can be increased. Number of tissue culture labs in the country can be increased.
Okay, sir. Thank you. Sir, Dr. Ranjana is also thinking about that improvement strategies for horticultural crops, as it's very difficult in that case because they are of perennial crops as comparatively of cereal crops and pulses. So what are the strategies for improvement?
You see, improvement, so there is a very less scope as far as improvement, as you told, because it is perennial nature. And you know, a lot of you are from Navni product, Navni, you are from Navni University. So earlier there was a different one special department was there, food breeding and genetic resources was there, but now it was merged with fruit science, I think, from the so these are some long projects are there, and it is not easy. So the only bidding strategies, there are different bidding goals are there are breeding objectives are there for and for your quality concern or your physical appearance concern. But whatever those varieties we have available, they are region specific, and that is available and that meet the requirement, and because of that it was lesser in demand. You see, that Alfonso mango is in mango still popular. In Gawa we have that Sardar Gawa, or Allahabad Lucknow 49, what we call. So it is widely available, whether it is so breeding strategies are improved, you know. Some now color, different black color or deep brown color Gawa has been come. Some color varieties of Gawa, you know, Lalit and other are developed. In grapes also we have a lot of different color, purple color grapes and grape colors varieties has been developed. So there is there. So as far as in some other crops, we have very less success. For example, in citrus, we have Kinno only, that is hybrid from right from 1935. Or here in our central India, we have this Nagpur Santra. But they are sufficient quality concern and very difficult for breeding purposes. But though means that research is going on and it will be fruitful in near future. But whatever we have available today, so that will fulfill the objective nutritively, qualitatively, and it's commercialized also. Farmers are getting more price. You know, Alfonso mango. When normal mango you see 100 rupees, 200 rupees kg in the market, here you face 800 and 1000 rupees, 1200 rather 1200 rupees per kg. So they are demand some different varieties which are used in processing industries of grapes, different color varieties rather. So they have a great demand in the wine making and all, and they are fulfilling antioxidants and all this. But these are required, and we cannot say, means time, we cannot fix the time frame as far as breeding strategy is concerned.
Sir, one student is asking about can we grow medicinal plants in vertical farm?
Yeah, definitely we go. Means we have to study some those plants which leaves are our product. So means we use the leaf extract or leaf plant. So we can go, because not only medicinal plant. In coming days, we have to grow all types of crop, because we don't have any option, because land is a limiting factor. Day by day, you know, it's a world's phenomenon. So we have to think like that, and we can undertake, and we have to alter or some modification. It's growing habit, and we can grow for that.
Okay, sir. One student is asking his own issue, own problem at their home. He's asking about lychee plants. There is a lychee plants at his kitchen garden, and he's asking that only half a portion of the lychee is flowering. What about the rest of the portion of lychee plant? Why it's not flowering?
Sorry,
The
lychee.
lychee plant, sir. He's asking that, sir, I have a lychee plant at my place, and what happened that is the flowering in only one side of the plant, and from the other side it remains as such, and there is no flowering. So, what is the main reason behind it?
Yeah. Just like your mango and this kind of thing. Where is place? He's from Bihar.
Sir,
Lychee,
sir,
Patna
he is
area?
from, I don't know from where he is. May I know where are you from? 18 BAG 7046. Shreya, from where you are?
Okay.
Himachal, sir. She's from Himachal. Sirmaur, district Sirmaur.
Okay. So
Yes, sir.
just like in mango and apple, so there is a phenomena what we call alternate bearing.
Finally.
Alternate bearing. So alternate bearing is not means it is growing in one season or in another season, off year or on year, what we call technically. So it is also phenomena on the same plant in the same time that one one portion of plant we get yield and another portion is flowerless or yieldless. So it is due to heat. Means there are two three factors are there. Means then first is hormonal imbalance, or one side you get apical dominance or more amount of metabolic. That is one problem. Then it's a problem with sunlight or sunlight, sunshine hours. So lot of things are there. So it is a just kind of alternate bearing phenomena is there.
Sir, is there any like other strategies or other applications that we can?
Sorry.
Is there any other strategies or other like management practices that we can overcome that problem of alternate bearing?
No, as such, we don't have means concrete conclusion still. Means lot of from the last 200 years, as far as alternate bearing and another phenomena in mango in particular. Just I'm sharing with the students from horticulture or agriculture bank. That's mango malformation. So for these two problems, these are called national problems. And still, we come. It is just like a cancer in humans, no.
Yes,
Uh,
sir.
Means we can have means hit and error basis technology. Okay? We can apply. We can try to change the CN ratio. We can try to control the balance amount of hormonal balances, or we have some climatic phenomena or soil edaphic factors are also there. So a lot of factors are there. So concretely, still we don't have. That means we can advocate. We go for cultar application or pactropiltrazole as far as mango is concerned for promoting regular bearing, round air bearing. So one can have a research a small amount of they can try like that. So that is the only solution.
Okay, okay, sir. Thank you so much from my side, Dr. Prashant Joshi, for this knowledgeful lecture. Every student and faculty is also going to be thank you for your responses and responses on their queries and on their questions also. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you. Thank you. It's my pleasure as well to interact with faculty and students from Chandigarh University. And I will extend it my heartful thankful to our organizing, giving me opportunity to interact, and wish you all the best, the participant students. So my address, you just do hard work and get acquainted with new technology and get balance with your our traditional knowledge, and that is ITK, indigenous technology, and good work for the welfare of our farmers, because our end user are poor. So we have to contribute in a whatever amount or whatever shortest possible amount. So that will be a great achievement. So I should give my complete heart thanks to organizer and wish all the best all the participant students. Thank you very much.
Thank students, before leaving this session, please fill the feedback form. Please fill feedback form. चलो मेरे